Hey guys, welcome back to Ken's Tea Party. Okay, I'm high once again. I'm gonna share the tea that I got. I don't got nothing else, no coffee, no nothing. So let's get started. So, the first thing we gotta talk about. I found out that this man was DL. Story time on this. This happened literally a couple days ago. Kimori came up to me. He talked about, oh, I have to tell you something. I'm like, what? And he was like, so and so is gay. I'm like, ooh. I was like, who? I'm like, who's that? He goes to his Facebook profile and he shows me. I'm like, him? He used to be he was an old coworker. He used to work there and he's like 30. But the crazy thing is, he was dating Kimori's sister. I'm like, wait, this has to be fake. I'm like, he's dating your sister. Then he was like, not anymore. I'm like, I look to my left, I look to my right, and I'm like in my head, butter my ass and call me a fucking cracker because I never seen no shit like this before. Never. Like, I was flabbergasted. I was shocked. Stuck in place. Mouth dropped. It was like, it dropped, bro. Like, it just shocked me so bad. I'm like, he's gay. And the other man, I'm not gonna throw shade, but I'm gonna throw some leaves. Just for a little shade. You know, a little shade thrown at you. He really, like, wasn't, like, the same level of attractiveness as him. You know, the the boy, I mean, the man was dating another man. Like, their looks did not match. Like, let me be nice. Okay, the person, to be honest, I don't even know if he was DL or not. I wasn't even told this because this happened recently. He just came out about it. So maybe he was bi the whole time. I used to work with this man. Like, oh my goodness. This really got me flabbergasted. I'm like, ooh. And Kahari found out too. And she was like, my Shayla. I'm like, yeah, Shayla's gone. Shayla is gone, honey. She's not coming back. He's gone. Like, I just can't believe that he's gay. I'm like, so what about your sister? I know she's mad. And I don't have the rest of the tea about that. But it just not cute. Anyway, I saw this car catch on fire. It was pretty interesting. I was driving home, living my best life. Next thing you know, I look to my left, I look to my right. There's a car on fire. And I'm like, oh, like, what caused this? Like, what's going on? And I just kept on driving. I minded my business, as I should. I just minded my business. That's just really not my problem. Like, I don't know what caused the fire to happen in the car. Like, I don't know. It was a white car too. I'm like, damn, like, it's really doing damage. Like, it's really doing damage to the outside. Like, where's the water? So they was like, all like calling I seen people on their phones like calling for help or something. But yeah, I just minded my business. But anyway, this other thing, I was on Twitter, minding my business, and someone tweeted that, I don't know, something. It was something about Tyler. Oh, it was a music video. And someone said that Tyler is going to be the next Whitney. I look to my left. I looked to my right. I was like, Whitney who? I hope you're not talking about Miss Houston. Because Tyler, no shade. Let's take precaution. No shade at all. Tyler is not gonna be anywhere near Whitney Houston. Like, no shade. It's just there's no more Whitney Houston. Like, there's not gonna be another Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston is Whitney Houston. Rest in peace. Like, that really shocked me when someone said that. I'm like, Whitney who? Like, because they didn't even say Houston. I'm like, is there another Whitney out there that I don't know about? Because the only Whitney that I know, that I need to know of, is Miss Houston. So I was just really confused when they tweeted that. I was gonna comment, delete this tweet right now, but someone else already did that before I could. So good for them. I don't know if the tweet got deleted or not. I should go on and look, but who knows. Anyway, I gave this lady some more caramel in her coffee because she said she couldn't taste it. So I was minding my business making food, and Mike is up there. We're somewhat in a rush, and he's all limping around, getting stuff together. Then this lady comes out of nowhere, just so mad, talk about, you could hurry up, this and that, the third, like, because I guess she wanted her fresh fries or something, and also her coffee with some caramel in it. So he gets it to her. She was like, I don't taste no caramel. And then he was like, well, I put some in there. And then she gonna point to me. She said, come here, please. And I'm like, okay. So I walked up to her. She was like, can you please give me some more caramel? He too slow for me, and he just in the way. I was like, oh. I'm like, whoa, who are you talking to? I'm like, you're not gonna talk about Big Mike like that. I'm sorry, but that's just really not gonna happen. Like, I don't know who you think you are, who you feeling like, but I don't know. But I ended up getting the caramel anyway. So I got the caramel, squirted it in there, and she was like, thank you. And then she walked away. Didn't even taste it. So how you know if that's even good enough? It was good enough because I did it. Anyway, but that's basically it. She was just so rude to Mike. And he was like, well, fuck you too, bitch. I'm like, oh, let me mind my business. Next thing we know. This is pretty crazy. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this. Actually, I can't say it. Anyway, I'm going to say it. I don't care. Tina left the store after only being clocked in for 9 minutes. 9 minutes. She clocked in, then she clocked out. So, I was minding my business, just like everyone else. Working. Tina comes in. No problem, right? Kimori said, well, she's sick. And you could hear her in her voice that she's been coughing. I was like, oh. And another thing, a few other people at work also got sick. I'm like, oh. So and then Kimori said, like, okay, I'm going to get a mask. And then he said, I'm going to bring you one too. Okay. He puts on the mask. I put on the mask too. Then Nora, she was like, oh my gosh, she's sick. Like, let me go put on a mask. And because Tina wasn't wearing a mask, I'm like, oh, okay. So she goes back there and tries to get the mask. And then, out of nowhere, Tina, like, literally just hurries up and runs to the office and grabs her coat and then clocks out. She's like, I'm not going to deal with this behavior. Like, I'm not going to get treated this way. I'm not going to get bullied. I'm like, what happened? Like, what happened? Like, who said something to Tina? Like, who hurt her feelings? Because she was, like, really upset. Like, it sounded like she was about to cry. I felt really bad. I'm like, what happened? I didn't even say nothing. So, and then Kimori said, like, oh, she a crybaby. We didn't even say nothing to her. We're just putting a mask on. And then Nikki said, like, she just asked me, and she she asked me, like, did she smell or something? Because why is everyone putting their mask on? Then Nikki said, like, oh, they heard that you was sick. And then she was like, oh, well, I'll go home then. And then that's what she did. After only being collected for 9 minutes. I'm like, oh. Then right before she walked out the door, she said to Nora, well, Nora said to her, but Tina, today is your floor. Like, you're supposed to run everything. And then Tina said to her, no, it's your floor now. I'm like, oh, I think that's kind of messed up because she's been here since like 10. And what do you mean she has the floor like for the whole day? Because she's not out until 6. So what's going on? So after that, she just kept on walking and walking. And then Nora was like, oh, like she was just so aggravated. She did not want to do it. And like, I mean, it's pretty fucked up that she just handed her the floor like that. It wasn't that serious. But anyway, she leaves, and it was pretty wild. And we all talked about it the whole day, and yeah, it was pretty crazy for real though. I can't believe she did it. Like, anyway, next thing you know, Kahari, yeah, Kahari Hearts. She said the N word with hard R with aggression. I was scared for my life. I was scared for my life. She said it with a hard R with aggression and tried to hit me. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I was like, what the fuck, bro? I'm like, Thank you, Maury said, like, oh, she just said called you the N word with the hard R with aggression, bro. She's like, rawr. Like, it was like so scary, bro. She like got so mad and she like tried to hit me. And the crazy thing is, I was minding my business and walking, and she kept saying my name. And I think she only said that because I didn't reply. I think she was mad about that. I'm like, girl, you can't be going around saying that. Like, you can't be going around saying that. Calling people the hard R. Like, that's rude. It's disrespectful. It's not professional, nor is it ethical. It was never that serious. You don't need to be calling people those types of names just because it didn't answer you. I don't think it was ever that serious. And Kimori, he agrees with me. He agrees with me. It was never that serious. Never. Like, you did not have to say all that. But anyway, I am going to mind my business. So, I get off work. Actually, I didn't get off work. I was on my break. So, I was chilling in the lobby. And next thing you know, the whole dirt highway just came out of nowhere. They just kept going into the bathroom, kept going to the bathroom. I'm like, what is this? Like, like, literally, like, they just came out of nowhere just using bathrooms all at the same time. I'm like, well, there's someone already in the bathroom. And I just seen 2 other people go up in there. So, like, why is there a whole crowd in the bathroom? And then, like, it was just so crazy. Like, so many people was going into the bathroom at the same time. Even the girls' bathroom, too. I'm like, what the fuck? Where are these people coming from? I'm like, there's only 2 stalls. Like, and there's 5 people that I just saw go up in that bitch. So, what's really the problem? And next thing you know, they disappeared. They left, as they should. I'm like, I just thought that was ridiculous. I'm like, it was never that serious. Get back in your car, go home. Because there's no reason 5 people should be in one little bathroom with 2 stalls. There's no reason for that. I don't know what they got going on or what they going through, but it was never that serious. Never. But hey, this is a really, really hard topic. And I really don't want to talk about it, but I gotta talk about it because it's tea. I saw some lesbians on TikTok. Yes, it was. It was really crazy because I'm trying not to cry. It was just so disturbing. Like, I don't they was humping each other. They had clothes on, but like they was humping each other, bro. I'm like, what the fudge? Like, what is this? I'm trying not to cry right now. It was just so bad. I'm like, I did not want to see that. It kind of fucked up my high. It really did. It fucked up my high. I did not want to see that. And they were laughing too when they was doing it. It was 4 of them. It was like a foursome. Oh my god. A fucking foursome. I just witnessed a foursome on fucking TikTok, bro. That's fucking crazy. And they were lesbians. That is, oh my. That is crazy. Like, I don't care if they had clothes on, it's still inappropriate. And they were laughing. I'm like, what's funny, bitch? Ain't nothing funny. No. Be considerate to the viewers. Because I did not want to see that. And you ruined my high. It really ruined my high. And the comments was no help either. They was all praising it. They was like, oh, you get it, girl. I'm like, oh, Ooh, they got supporters. Ooh, what we gonna do? Like this, you can't support people humping each other on TikTok. It's not okay. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Not today, not tomorrow, not tonight, not ever. We're not gonna hump people on TikTok no more. It was just really, really crazy that I had to go through that, and plenty of others had to go through that too. And I feel for them, and I also feel for myself because I have to. It ruined my high. And when my high is ruined, I tend to not appreciate it. And I did not appreciate that post fucking it up. So, with that being said, I'm done with this topic. We are moving on. But next, I'm scrolling on TikTok again, and I come up on a video, and it only had like 2 likes. So I swipe up on the page. It was posted like 3 minutes ago. I'm like, oh, so I could be like one of the first people to comment. So this is a brand new video. So I click on the video, and I go into comments. Tell me why there's 22 comments, and they're all by one person named Douglas. Douglas, by the looks of his profile, yaps a lot, because there was no reason for you to have 22 comments on a new video that was just posted 3 minutes prior to that. 3 minutes you typed 22 comments. Don't you feel ashamed? They weren't even good comments. They were negative. I'm like, damn, you just a hating bitch for what? Hating for what? 22 comments? I mean, damn, block the bitch at that fucking point. What did you comment to this for? 22, Douglas? Ooh, that really made me upset. I'm like, why is there 22 comments of this one person? It's pissing me off. Now I don't want to comment no more because I don't want to be around you. Because that shit just pissed me off. It really did. 22 comments. I don't even remember none of those. Some of them were long, some of them were short. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, get it together, please. Like, I know you're going through it, most likely, because you typed 22 comments. Most likely more when I left the fucking video. I should have went back and see. But 22 comments in 3 minutes, be ashamed. No other comment was there. It was just his. All of them. I'm like, wow. You like what she do to you? What the girl do to you for you to comment 22 times? It wasn't even a regular video. It was like a video about news or some tea or something. I'm like, it was not that serious. Let's pipe down. But anyway, it just really made me upset. Like, Douglas, if you are listening to this, let's like minimize the comments, okay? We're not gonna do that no more. It's not necessary. Spamming comments is not cute. Anyway, a topic that came across my mind that I really am mad about is that I did not go, and I wasn't able to go to my 8th grade dance. Ooh, I'm so angry because, like, I should have went. I bought the fucking ticket. So, I know how I told the story when I got suspended for those 3 days. I forgot to say in that story, I wasn't able to go to the dance that fucking Friday. Or was it Saturday? It was either Friday or Saturday. I think it was Friday. Yeah, I wasn't able to go that fucking Friday to the dance. I'm like, I bought the ticket already. He was like, you can't go. I'm like, it made me so mad. I'm like, what do you mean I can't go? I have the fucking suit. Was it a suit? Yeah. Like, and what the fuck? He was like, no, you're still not able to go since you got suspended. Like, you're still not able to go. I'm like, I bought the fucking ticket. Give me my $5 back. Like, I'm so pissed. Like, I still didn't get my $5. And I should go up there and be like, you remember me, bitch? It wasn't even that long ago, to be honest. It was like 3 years ago. I'm like, yeah, you do remember me, bitch. I want my $5 back. Where is it? Where's my $5? Like, and then he was like, huh? My $5 from 8th grade. $5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. $5. My 8th grade dance ticket that I bought that I couldn't go to because I was quote unquote suspended and I couldn't go to the dance. Yeah, $5. Where is it? They're gonna be like, who are you? I'm like, bitch, my $5. Don't ask who the fuck I am. Don't question me, bitch. Don't question me, ho. That's exactly what I would say too if I were to go up there. I'm gonna be like, don't fucking question me. Give me my $5. I'll be gone about my day. I'll be living life, doing whatever I want to do. I just want my $5 that you owe me because y'all bitches think you slick for taking my $5 for that fucking 8th grade dance ticket and not refunding me on my fucking money after telling me after I already paid you that I'm not able to go. You're fucked up. You're fucked up. Real bad. I want my $5. I could have fucking bought some fucking snacks in the fucking snack line with that fucking money. But no, I fucking starved. I starved. Those $5 could have fed me. The fuck? I'm still mad about those $5. I'm mad about the $5. I'm mad at the dance. So someone at the dance was nice enough to send me some fucking videos so I could see what the hell was going on. Turns out the janitor started dancing in a circle. I'm like, oh my gosh. Let me mind my business. People were doing backflips. People were in their suits and stuff and dresses. I'm like, oh, good for them. I couldn't go because these bitches think I did something so bad. All I did was recorded a fight. That's all I did. And they suspended me for 3 days. And you talk about I can't go to a dance that I already paid the fucking ticket for. Like, give me my shit back, bro. Like, that really made me upset. And I know I'm getting mad over $5, but bitch, I'm taking any money I can in this fucking economy. The fuck? Give me my $5. Bitch. Anyway, next topic. Speaking of fucking wanting my money back. The trip was canceled. Yeah, the cruise trip. Yeah. The Bahamas, yeah. Everything canceled. So, I'm minding my business, as one does. On my phone, next thing you know, I get a notification from my dad's girlfriend that I was supposed to go on the cruise with. She texted me and said, "Oh, um, so did you hear about like the planes crashing not too long ago?" I'm like, "Oh, yeah." And then she said, "This is like the airport, this, and the third." And she said, "I don't know, I don't really feel safe." And then I guess there was like emergency something the other day. I'm like, yeah, I don't want to go either because I don't want to die on a plane. Like, I was low-key scared. Like, for real. I'm like, yeah, I don't want to go. And then she was like, okay, I'm glad that you agree. Clock it. So she says we could go to a different one though in April. I'm like, oh. And she said the cruise is even longer. I'm like, oh, okay. Then she was like, okay, good to know. Went about my day. Next thing you know, I think about it in my head, I'm like, wait a minute. I paid for the ticket though. So my money, like, am I gonna get refunded on my money? Like, hello? And I still haven't asked that question yet because I don't want to be rude. I'm gonna ask my dad because he's the one, like, who's that, like, where's the money? I'm like, how you gonna tell me about the trip, having me thinking that you're gonna be nice enough, a father, a father figure or whatever, and say like, oh, I got a cruise, do you want to go? And I would have thought you paid for it. I mean, you didn't say nothing of the sort. Like, where's my money? Like, I paid for the ticket on my own with my own money that I worked for after something you told me about that maybe I should go since you're not able to go. Like, way to set a bitch up. I'm like, okay, I'll pay for the ticket. I bought the ticket. Now I want my money back since it's canceled. So I'm gonna need that. Definitely need to have a phone call with him. Um, don't care what he says. I'm just gonna demand my $500. $500, please. He's gonna be like, what? I'm like, $500. 500. Like, $500 paper. Yeah. Paper come from trees. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. $500. Where's it at? He like, who you talking to? Like, who you talking to? I'm like, I'm talking to you, the only other person that's speaking to me right now. So where's my $500 that I just paid for? Like, I could do anything with $500 to fuck, but no, it's in my bank account for a fucking reason. I was minding my fucking business. I wasn't spending shit. I was saving shit. So where's my $500? And he's gonna be like, don't get fucked up. I'm like, you don't get fucked up. That's what I'm gonna say too. Maybe not that, but hey. um but like, I'm gonna demand my $500. I really don't care what he says at this point. I really don't, because I'm already mad. Like, I need to have this conversation with him because, you know, he's at his girlfriend's house right now. So maybe I can have like a 2 versus 1 type of conversation and be like, okay, hello, father, where's my $500? Hello, my father's girlfriend, where's my $500 that I fucking paid for? Where's my money? Hello? And then if they try to like check me or whatever, I'm gonna check them back. I'm like, but didn't you do this? Didn't you do that? And I heard about you, girl. I heard about you and what you did. Yeah. I'm gonna check them too. They can't check me. They can't check the check. Okay? They can't check me. Okay? That's not gonna happen. So they can get that thought out their head today. No shade. Anyway, back to the conversation that I'm planning. I'm gonna be like, $500. I'm asking politely, where is my $500 that I paid for this trip? That you, yourself, and her planned to get there, but like, handed it to me. I didn't even know nothing about this and expect me to pay for it out of nowhere. Like at the last moment too. The last minute. I'm like, you didn't even let a bitch breathe. Like, I'm like, $500? Okay. $500 ain't nothing. I want my $500 back. Okay, a bitch could get hungry. Okay. Like, do you care at this point? Because I don't really think he does. I need my $500. So I will be talking to him. So I will give an update about that. So maybe next episode. We'll see. Anyway, next topic is about Chris. Chris, the owner of the store, or co-owner. I don't know. His dad owns the store, so he also owns the store or something like that. Anyway, he comes in out of nowhere. I take off running to the back. I'm like, what's going on? Like, I'm scared. And I was making sure stuff was clean. Like, literally, as soon as he came in, everyone was making sure stuff was clean. Next thing you know, he comes up to me and he has like an empty cup. He was like, this yours? I'm like, no. I'm like, I don't know whose that is. Then he was like, well, everyone's pointing fingers at you. I'm like, what do you mean? Who? Who's pointing fucking fingers at me? That's not my fucking cup of fucking water. It's not. I'm like, and I have proof that it's not because I always fucking poke the fucking tiny holes at the top with tea and diet. Because, you know, I'm always tea and I'm always on a fucking diet. Okay? Tea and diet. That's how you know that's mine. So I don't mix it up with other cups that's around it. And he was like, oh, okay. As soon as he turned around, I took off running. I grabbed my water that was actually in its spot. Because that wasn't my water. I grabbed my actual water and I just took off running. And never got caught. Don't give a fuck. Anyway, I just thought it was crazy. So another thing that I found out, Chris, he's not a rich man as I thought, because I went to the office. I'm like, hello, I have a question. And he was like, what's up? And I was like, are you rich? He said, quote unquote, me personally, no. I looked to my left, I looked to my right, and I was like, oh, okay, never mind. And I got the fuck out that office. I'd never been so, like, internally shocked like that before. I'm like, I thought you was rich. I mean, you own like 14 stores. I'm like, how you not rich? Like, I'm really confused. Like, like, how? Like, what's going on? Like, everyone was saying that he was rich. Like, him and his dad is rich. Like, yada, yada, yada. He comes up with the nice clothes on, fancy, yada, yada. Then I went to Kimori, and I was like, so Chris is not rich? He was like, I guess not. I guess that's all his dad. I'm like, then I need to go speak to him. I need to speak to the father, because if he's a rich one, I need to become friends with him. And then Chris is going to ask me, did you want some money? And I was like, yeah. And then, do you know what he did? It was so rude, so disrespectful. He laughed in my face. I was like, I was like, did he just laugh in my face? I looked to my left, I looked to my right. I was like, oh, wow. He laughed in my face, and I just took it. And I took it and I walked away. And that was that. So Chris is not rich. His dad is. Moral of the story. So just because they look rich doesn't mean they are rich. So just be aware of that, of anyone that you see. Okay? And always be nice to the people who look homeless. Because if they look homeless, they could be a billionaire. And cameras could be hidden in the bushes. I've seen it before. Was it like Darman? Yeah, seen it before. Always become friends with the homeless people. Okay? I'm giving advice out there to the people who are listening. Always become friends with a homeless person, because they, next thing you know, they could be a billionaire. They have a TV show. The cameras come out the fucking bushes to be like, Oh, I'm gonna give you $10 million just for being so nice to me. I'm like, oh, thank you, thank you. Like, I didn't know this day would come. Like, I don't have to work here no more. Like, I could be in the fucking Bahamas living my life. I'm like, thank you, homeless man. Well, rich man now. Like, thank you for changing my life. And then, cut the cameras and then live my life. And, always be like, and I'm just grateful that I became friends with this homeless man that really wasn't a homeless man, but was a billionaire in disguise. So I hope you guys do the same because you never know. You never know. So always be nice to the homeless. Next topic. This one is pretty violent, but I think the groundhog needs that. I I'm gonna beat its ass. I'm like, how is it still alive? Is it the same groundhog? And why is you telling people that there's 6 more weeks of winter? Like, how do you know that? Why are we trusting a groundhog to predict 6 more weeks of winter? I mean, I'll just say, like, if you notice if it's getting warmer and the snow is melting, maybe that would tell you, like, that's when. But I don't know how about a groundhog. Like, how is a groundhog telling you and not the weather itself? Like, it could change the next day. You never know. So what's tea? You trust in a groundhog. I'm like, what is going on? Like, where they find this groundhog? What's the name of the groundhog? Like, why is it built like that? How old is it? Is the bitch gonna die? And if it does die, are we done with Groundhog Day? Or are you gonna find another one? Because if that's the case, I need to go find a groundhog and see and try to see what they're seeing for the groundhog to think for them to think that the groundhog is telling them 6 more weeks of winter because the groundhog doesn't even talk. So now I'm confused. Is it the way that it blinks? Does it blink 6 times in a row? Like, I'm confused. Like, what does the beaver do to tell you that there's 6 more weeks of winter? What does it do? Like, does it turn its head? I mean, like, damn. You know what? I'm gonna look it up after this. We're gonna figure this out because this is ridiculous. It, it it's a shame. Like, it's a disgrace. Why are we listening to a groundhog? I don't have beef with the groundhog, but I do. Because I'm not a fucking groundhog. I'm a human being. So why can't we have another human tell us, like, if there's... I don't know how would they know either, but hey. I'm going to mind my business, though. Back to the groundhog. I just don't think it's really necessary. I mean, does the groundhog even like you touching it? Is it even comfortable? I mean, I think you're just disturbing its peace. What happens if the groundhog runs away one day and you're like, where's the groundhog for Groundhog Day? And the bitch left. She was done with the bullshit. She was done with the winter. She was done with everything. She's done. She quit. And that's the legacy of the groundhog because the bitch is done. So I hope the groundhog can break free one day. If they are being held captive, poor them. But hey, I am gonna mind my business. Next topic. This dirty bitch in the lobby. Yeah, I was minding my business again, making the food, and we was in a rush. It was just really, really crazy. A whole bunch of people was in a lobby, and I think Nora was up there, and I think it was Mike, and I was just making the nuggets, and this guy was saying in the lobby, talk about, excuse me. Then the bitch is gonna whistle. And then I turn around to take a peek. He's like waving his finger at me. I'm like, who are you whistling at? And who are you waving your finger at, bitch? Watch the finger. Like, I'm like, who do you think you are? I'm like, wait for your order, man. We are in a rush. Like, what is going on? And Turns out he was just waiting for his food. I'm like, girl, it was never that fucking serious. Like, who are you whistling at and who are you waving your finger at? I'm like, not to me. No. And I told someone else about this. They was like, I'm not a fucking dog. Like they wouldn't tolerate that. They would have grabbed that finger and pulled them across the counter and beat their ass. I'm like, oh, that's pretty crazy. But like, it's just so crazy that he just whistled and waved his finger. I'm like, bitch, like, watch your tone. I just thought it was crazy. But anyway, so everyone knows that I'm a detective, right? So I've been watching a documentary, and this bitch, I was doing an interview. She kept saying she wasn't sure. She would like say like, "Oh, I'm not sure. Oh, I'm not sure of that. I'm not sure." And the questions would be like, "What's the last time I have you seen him?" And she was like, "I'm not sure." And then the next question would be like, "What's the last time you ate?" She was like, "I'm not sure." And then next question they would ask them like, "Do you know anyone? Like, do you know his friend's name?" She was like, "I'm not sure." I'm like, bitch, what are you sure of? Like, that's all she kept fucking saying in the interview, bro. She was like, "I'm not sure." I'm like, what's the last time you drove your car? She was like, "I'm not sure." I'm like, bitch, what are you sure of? Like, what are you sure of? Because you keep saying, "I'm not sure. I'm not sure." Like, okay, we get it. You're not sure of nothing. Like, bitch, are you in reality? Are you in reality? Are you high? Because I am. But anyway, back to you. She kept saying, "I'm not sure." And that really pissed me off. I'm like, bitch, answer the question. Answer the question. It's not that serious. Did you kill him? Did you kill him? And she'd be like, "I'm not sure." I'm like, what the fuck do you mean you're not sure? Like, what the fuck, bro? Like, that bitch really irritated me too. Anyway, next. I went into the bathroom, minding my business. This man comes in. He goes into the stall. And he said, "There's a needle in here." I'm like, "A what?" He was like, "A needle." I'm like, "Oh, okay." I do my business. He does his business. Next thing you know, he was like, "Yeah, see, look." I look into the toilet. There's a needle in there, a whole syringe or whatever. And there's pee in there. I'm like, "You pissed on the needle? And you gonna tell me? Who you think is gonna get that? Like, what do you think this was? I'm not touching that. No one's getting that." The fuck? He was like, "Well, if we flush it, do you think it's gonna clog the I'm like, "I don't know, bitch, but I don't know. I don't think anyone's gonna touch that. No one. I'm sorry." So, like, you shouldn't have pissed on it. Like, you should have held it. Like, what? Like, that really made me mad. I'm like, I'm not touching pissy water, especially pissy toilet water or toilet water at all. I'm like, what is wrong with you? You really pissed on it, bro. And you can talk about, "There's a needle in here." I'm like, okay. Like, damn. And then he ended up flushing it. It was good to go. I'm out of my business and went on about my day. Anyway, something that really scared me. So this was yesterday. Whew. It just gave me goosebumps when it happened, y'all. Like, it scared the fuck out of me. I was high and I was making the food. Isaac, he was doing his own thing, whatever. I was making the food and I look, he grabs a whole cheeseburger, a whole one, shoves the whole thing in his mouth and swallows. I'm like, oh, I was in disbelief. I was in distress. I was like, what the fuck did I just witness? I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, this bitch just shoved a whole cheeseburger down his throat. I'm like, he was hungry. I'm like, damn. I'm like, he didn't even choke either. I'm like, he didn't even chew? I'm like, what the fuck? I never seen something like this before. Like, it gave me goosebumps. I was scared. I was like, what the fuck? Like, is he okay? Like, what? He opened his mouth and just shoved the whole thing in his throat. I'm like, damn, he was hungry. I'm like, damn. Like, do you swallow other things too? No shade, no shade. Like, that really made me question some things about you because the way that you did it was not pleasant. It wasn't, you know, the straightest thing on earth. It really wasn't. It wasn't cute. So it has me questioning, like, do you swallow other things like that? I mean, it's okay. Just be honest. I'm not gonna judge you. For real. I'm gonna keep quiet. But, like, it just really made me question. And when I thought about that, I'm like, oh, it made my body itch. I'm like, I hope he doesn't swallow other things like that. I really hope. I really hope. Bless him. Please. I just really hope because that's just not okay. That's just not okay to be doing that. That's how you die, bro. Like, you could just, like, die, bro. Like, I don't even know how he didn't choke, but let me mind my business next. Um, you know, not many people know this, but people are gonna know it now. I have different types of bitches. Meaning, I have good bitch, bad bitch, dirty bitch, horrible bitch. Meaning that if I say, like, you have to see the tone, hear the tone, of the bitch. I could say, hey bitch, or like, bitch, what? Bitch? Bitch! Bitchiana. Like, it depends on the tone of the bitch will determine if that's a good bitch or a bad bitch. So a good bitch would be like, oh, hey, bitch. Bitch, that's my bitch right there. Get it, bitch. Like, that's a good bitch. But bad bitch is like, look at that. That's the baddest bitch ever, bro. Like, the baddest bitch, like, ever. Horrible bitch is like, that dirty bitch. Like, that's that dirty bitch. Like, you look at that dirty bitch over there. Like, dirty, you know. That's not a good bitch at all. The complete opposite. That's not good bitch. So if I call you bitch, that's a good thing. That's good. I'm a bitch. Not only a bitch, a hardworking bitch. A little bitch. A skinny bitch. A lazy bitch. A hungry bitch. Never starving bitch. Like, minding my business bitch. Money making bitch. Clocking type of bitch. Always tea, never coffee bitch. Yeah. So, let that sink in. Next. Something interesting happened yesterday too. Someone stole our lock from the bathroom. Yeah, I went into the boys' bathroom and I looked at the stall door. The lock was gone. The handle, everything was gone. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, are they changing it? I'm like, no. They wouldn't do that. Like, this is a brand new stall door. I'm like, someone stole our fucking lock. I walked out the bathroom. I went to Mike. Like, this is so crazy to me. I'm like, not only someone pissed in the toilet with a needle in it, so there was a needle in the bathroom, and the lock was gone. So I'm like, so a drug person definitely stole our lock. So I went to Mike, and he was like, what do you mean they stole our lock? I'm like, go into the boys' bathroom. Let's go. We went in there. He was like, what the fuck, bro? I'm like, yes, what the fuck, bro? Like, what we gonna do? Like, we gotta lock this bitch somehow. Like, what we gonna do? And he's like, I'm gonna, like, call Tina or something. I'm like, yeah, okay. He does that. He was like, they literally stole our lock out the door, bro. And I'm like, what the fuck? They just stole it out the bathroom. Then I went to fucking Kahari, and she's like, what do you mean? I'm like, they just stole our fucking lock. And next you know, we started dancing, making TikToks, like, yada, yada, yada. And it was just so crazy. And till this day, we still don't have a lock on the door. I'm like, that's just so fucked up. Like, who steals a lock on a door? Like, who does that? And they stole some of the toilet paper because there was 2 in there. Then next thing you know, there was one. Not only they stole toilet paper, they stole the lock. I think they're creating their own bathroom at this point. Like, I think so, because that don't make sense. How you stole the lock and you stole some toilet paper? Are they going to steal the toilet next? I mean, damn. They couldn't even get away with that if they tried, to be honest. But hey, that's just so crazy. But next topic. I don't know who needs to hear this, aka Facebook. Facebook was trying to tell me what to do. So Facebook sends me a notification and it says, "Do you know so and so?" question mark. And then they're gonna tell me connect with him. I'm like, who the fuck is you to tell me connect with him? I don't even have him added as a friend on Facebook. So what you telling me to connect with him for? Who the fuck is you? Who is you? Like, for real. Like, who are you? Like, who runs Facebook? Who's behind the notifications job? Who sends notifications to the people? Because there's no reason for them to send that bum ass, wannabe ass, fucking funky ass notification to my fucking phone that I fucking pay for. Trying to tell me connect with this bitch. I don't even have him as a fucking friend. What do you mean connect with him, bitch? What do you mean connect with him? I want to connect with him. I don't even know him. Like, I saw him one time in the fucking hallway at school. Yes, he went to our school too. It was crazy. I'm like, who are you to tell me to connect with this bitch? No, thank you. So fucking rude. And I'm like, do you do this to other users as well? Do you send notifications talk about connect with them, even though they don't want to fucking connect with them? Like, what the fuck? I just think that shit is so weird. Like, Facebook needs to be deleted at this point. Like, telling me what the fuck to do. Anyway, Kahari, yeah, she's back on the list. She said she thinks that my laugh is ugly. And I was like, oh, my laugh is ugly. I looked to my left, I looked to my right. I'm like, no, I don't think so. And then she also said that Kimori's laugh was ugly as well. And she said someone else's laugh is ugly as well. I'm like, and you think your laugh is cute? And then I said, like, well, I laugh like a rich man, okay? I have different laughs for different occasions. I have my rich one. Ha ha. Ha ha. That's my rich laugh. The cutesy laugh is like, like, that's the cutesy laugh. The next laugh is like, like, that's like, kind of like, you could tell that I'm faking it, but like, I'm not trying to tell you that I'm faking it. And another laugh is like, like, the hee hee. And the next laugh is like, like, that's the next laugh. And then the next laugh is like, that's the next laugh. And like, the next laugh is like, that's the next laugh. And I think I have one more laugh. I think the laugh is like, like, I'm trying to like hold the laugh in and try not to laugh at the same time. Like, like, I'm trying to hold it in like, So like, those are all my laughs. I have different types of laughs. I don't know why she hating, like she acting like that's my only laugh. Like, I have different laughs as well for different occasions. But I do prefer my rich one. Like, I do like my rich laugh because I will be rich. Trust and believe that. Because I just don't imagine myself sleeping in a queen size bed anymore. I just want to live like a king. Why not? And then I die. Just let me do it. That's what I'm gonna do. So that's what I'm practicing for. My But anyway, now it's time for the questions that the users have asked me. First one. Hi Ken. I was wondering how much does your big back ass eat in one single day since your back is so big. Period. Excuse me? My back is not big, it's actually medium. Never gave big, to be honest. This is rude. This is a rude question, by the way. And how much do I eat in a singular day? I eat one a day. Okay? I eat one times a day. Two sometimes. I eat two times a day. That's all I need to eat. I don't eat any more than that. I don't eat any more of that. Okay? So I'm not a big back. Okay? I'm actually a medium back to small back. Okay? So watch your tone and don't say false information like that because it's not big. It was never big. Never. Maybe like it swells up a little bit, like when I, you know, but like it always goes back down. So mind your business. Anyway, next question. Do you have any tea back in middle school? Great question because I do. Okay, so this is one time these twins. I talked about them. I talked about them before. So I was wearing this nice hoodie, and me and the twins were walking around the school because we was skipping a little. We did attend class, but we left early. Okay, we was skipping a little, just walking around, and we were just talking about tea. Next thing you know, we go down this one hallway, and she's like, "Oh, this is my old teacher's classroom," because at the time the classes went from 6th grade to 8th grade, we was in the 6th grade hallway, and next thing you know, she knocks. Oh, she was like, "You should go knock on the door for me." I'm like, "I'm not knocking on the door. I don't know the teacher." And she's like, "I don't want to knock on it." I'm like, "You want to see the teacher?" She's like, "We should like knock on the door and then run." I'm like, "Okay." So we all walk up to the door. We just stand there. I'm like, "Are you gonna do it?" And then she was like, "I don't know, I'm scared." And then I was like, "Fuck it." Boom, 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 boom. Then I took off running. She grabs the fucking hood of my fucking hoodie, snatches me back, and rips my fucking hoodie. Rips it. I was like, the bitch not only choked me, she ripped my fucking hoodie. The fuck? It was a nice thick one too. The fuck? I was so upset. I'm like, "Did you just rip my hoodie?" I'm like, she was like, "Oh my god, like, oh, like I didn't mean to." I'm like, "Fuck you. You ripped my fucking hoodie." I'm like, "You just grabbed my fucking hood out of nowhere." I'm like, "You wanted to do this. You wanted to come down here, bro. You wanted to knock on her fucking door. We did it. We're gonna take off fucking running. Why the fuck would you grab my fucking hoodie?" Then I go to the office, right? Then I'm like, "Oh, I'm about to beat this bitch up. Like, I'm about to beat this bitch up. She ripped my fucking hoodie." They was like, "What happened?" I'm like, "This bitch ripped my fucking hoodie." Mind you, I was cool with the fucking hall monitors, and they was in there. And then she was like, "Oh, like, I sewed. Do you want me to sew it up for you?" I'm like, "Oh, okay." I took off my hoodie. I had a shirt underneath. I handed it to her. She's like, "Okay, I'll get this sewed, like, in no time." I'm like, "Oh my gosh, thank you." Like, she's God sent. Like, such a huge blessing. She sells my hoodie. She comes in, she gives it back like 2 days later. My hoodie is sewed, all nice and neat and everything. I'm like, oh, I'm just so happy. So next you know, one of the twins texts me on Snapchat and tell me why I still got the screenshot and um I had to pause for a moment to find the story time on this. So I found the screenshot, and she said, "I am really sorry for ripping your hoodie. It was an accident, and you know that. I wouldn't do anything to ever harm you. It was genuine. It was a genuine accident that would never happen again. That bitch is lying. Oh, me looking back on this, that bitch is fucking lying because she does so much worse later, especially in fucking high school. That bitch did the fucking most. Oh no, she lied. Why would she lie like this, bro? She's talking about I would do nothing to ever harm you, bitch. Be so for real. Be so for real. She just lied. Then she's gonna say after that, and how can you accept my apology and move on? Um, what did I say? Oh, I said I can't. Didn't talk to them for the rest of the middle school time. Freshman year, we started talking again. I don't know what the problem was about, but we was talking about tea. Next, we started talking again, and I had like 3 classes with them, so I was like, okay, at this point, so we became cool, and I got more story times with them too, but I'll get to that later. But next question, do you have a crush? Question mark. No, I don't need one. I don't want one. Crush is not for me. I just don't see anyone crushable. I just don't see anyone that appetizing to look at. Like, no, thank you. I just rather be on my own, going my own way, minding my business. It's just a no-go for me. So no crushes, no dates, no thank you. Moving on. Next question. And last question. They said, "Hey Ken, since you're a detective, what was the first case that you solved?" Oh, I can never forget. So way back in the day, when I solved my first case, it was between this one boy and this one girl, and it was about homework. And someone stole this girl's homework. And it was just gone, but the teacher knows that she did it because she literally just looked at it. So we was like, well, who stole her homework? Like, what's going on? And then we was like, we started looking around the room. I'm like, that's when my detective skills kicked in. I was like, I need to solve this. Like, who stole this bitch's homework? We need to get to the bottom of this. So I started walking around. I'm like, well, how do you know that it's stolen? Like, what's going on? And she was like, I turned it in, and now she's saying that my name is not there. It was like, what's going on? So we re-look at the papers again to see if her name is still in the pile. We see a scribble on one piece of the paper, and we saw overlines on the homework because it was traced or something. And we was like, what the fuck? The teacher figured out that someone scribbled out someone's name. I'm like, whose name? So I get to a closer look. It's this one boy. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I just solved it. So-and-so stole her homework and took credit for it. I was like, oh my gosh, I solved the fucking case, bro. I was jumping up and down, and then, well, I was for a few seconds, and then the teacher got mad, and then let me continue with the story. So the boy took her homework, scribbled out her name, traced over her handwriting to make it his own, and just slapped his name on the piece of paper and claimed that it was his, and taking credit for her work that she did. It was crazy. I never seen nothing like that before. Never. The teacher got mad. She was like, you could get suspended for this, this and that, the third. And he was like, no. He was like, oh, he's sorry that he didn't mean to. I was like, bitch, come on, girl. Let's be for real. Let's be for real. Anyway. So like he was just really upset, and she was really upset too. And then he ended up going to the office, and he said sorry. Then he went about his day. I don't know what other punishments he went through, but that's basically it. That's when I first became a detective that I thought of, and that was my first case that I solved. I have plenty of others. They're more interesting too. But yeah, that's all the tea I have to say. I have nothing else. But tune in for the next episode or whatever. So bye, bitch.